Hi friends, welcome back. Let's take a look at the newly released 2024 fall collection for Burda Style patterns. I usually don't do first impression videos for Burda Style, but I thought I would go ahead and do a first impression video. If you were in the stores recently in Joann, you would have noticed that Burda as well as Vogue was on sale this past week. I had the opportunity to purchase a few patterns, and at the end of this video, I'll share with you my pattern haul. If the video ends up being too long, then I'll break the video up into two, and then you'll see the pattern haul video in a separate video. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into today's video, and let's take a look at some of these Burda style patterns for the fall of 2024. So let's go ahead and start with this first pattern, which is the Burda Style 5801. And this is a pair of trousers, and I'll go ahead and I'll put the image of the style art in this video here so you can see what it looks like. Now, what's unique about these pair of trousers is that the description says that you can use viscose twill type fabrics or any type of silky or satin or twill type fabrics. So I really like the pattern for that reason. Usually when we see these types of pant patterns, it is usually calling for fabrics like chambray or any type of like lightweight denim, or those types of fabric, any kind of bottom weight fabrics. You rarely see trousers that look like this. That is calling for your really nice satin type material or silky type materials. And so that's one of the reasons why I really like this pattern. And I would actually like to get this pattern. So I did not pick this pattern up because I did not read the description on this before going into the store. I just kind of looked at the patterns, and I was actually in a rush as well because I was with someone. And so I just kind of grabbed the patterns that I thought was interesting to me. But after reading the description on this and looking more at the art lines and things of that nature, I thought, I think I might want to give this a try. I have a few fabrics in mind that I can actually use for this, and I think it would be so gorgeous with any type of silky type fabrics that are that is designed for bottom weight material. So I really do like this. I don't really like the cargo style too much. However, I would definitely sew view A without the pockets. I like that it has an elasticated waistline, but you also have in the front, you're going to have a button closure as well as a zipper closure. So it is more advanced than your regular elasticated waistband, because you do have that button in the button and the zipper closure on the front of the garment there. And so I do like that it's kind of a style that's elevated above your basic elasticated waistline. So I do like those pair of trousers, and I think I'm going to go back and get that pattern myself. Next, we have this Burda Style 5797 pattern, which looks to be an intermediate pattern. The description reads that this is a curvy women's pattern, and it is an A-line sophisticated princess theme pattern. I really don't like this here. You do have color blocking here. You do have quite a bit, in my opinion, going on. It looks almost like they are trying to combine this elegant look with a comfy look, and it's just not working for the pattern. And I'm not going off of just the style lines here. I'm also looking at how they chose to style the models. I'm looking particularly at the model in the purple and the black, that color blocking there. I just don't like this look on her. It looks very frumpy, I think. It just looks very out of place. It looks like they're trying to combine different types of silhouettes together, and it's just not working for this particular pattern. That's just my opinion. Next, we have the Burda Style 5798. This is another dress pattern. Now, I do think that this pattern has promise. I did not pick this pattern up, but I do think it has promise. It's an intermediate pattern. Um, I think where they went wrong is how they styled the model. You'll notice like throughout this entire collection, they have this 70s theme, and I'm not against like 70s style prints and patterns, but I think that you really have to nail the accessories and the look. You really do have to nail the accessories if you're going to go with those types of prints and try to match those types of prints with different types of boots and bags and things of that nature. I just don't think it's working here for her. And then with the second model with the striped dress here, I don't like this look so much either. I think that they could have chosen better fabric material for this, because I do think that the pattern itself has promise. If you look at the style lines here, now we're going to take a look at the style lines. You can see you have some pretty interesting details here. So on the front, you can see you have bust darts, but you also have at the very lower part of the bodice in the front, you have like these really nice pleat details. You have it on the front of your bodice, which looks like it's going to be on your right. And then on the skirt, you have some pleat details that's going to be on the left. So you have like this mirror image of these pleat details, which I think would be so cute if you sewed this in like a really nice red, like a Christmas red dress, or an elegant blue, like a royal type blue dress, or even a black dress or anything like that, where you can actually see those details and have those details pop out. If you're going to have details like this, I think that you need to stay away from the really elaborate and fun colored prints, as you see here with the models. You cannot see the details. Those details are lost in the print. So anyway, that's my opinion. If you look at the back here, you have even more details. You have darts in the back on the bodice as well as on the skirt. It looks like you have a kickback pleat. It even looks like you have maybe a pleat or something going on with the sleeve. At the upper part of the neckline, you also have darts at the neckline. And you also have for view A, you have a stand-up collar. And for view B, you have a collar and you're going to attach a pussy bow tie to that collar. You can also put cuffs on the lower edge of a gathered sleeve. So this pattern, in my opinion, has a lot of promise. But again, I think it would look so much better in a solid color or a subtle print. But I do like the pattern. I just don't like the way that they styled the models. So this is the Burda Style 5799. And this is a jacket pattern that is specifically designed for quilted material or jacquard material. I love the options here that they have. And even in the description, it talks about how you can actually use snap closures instead of buttons, because buttons and buttonholes tend to be a little bit harder to manage than snap closures. And so this, although this is designed for, let's see here, I think it's average. It's rated as average here, but you do have these snap closure options that you can actually sew onto the garment, which would make it a little bit easier for you. You also have your regular collar. So you just have a collar, no collar stand, no none of the fancy stuff that you get with jackets and coats. So it's going to be a little bit more easier for your advanced to intermediate sewers because you don't have a lot that you're doing with the collar. I do like that you also have like these pockets on the lower edge of the jacket, and then on the back for view B, if you look at the back, we're looking at the line art here. And if you look at the back, you can see that you have tabs. It looks like you're going to be sewing some tabs in the back and have a little button closure in the back there as well. It looks like your sleeve is going to be a two-part sleeve. And for view A, you're going to put a little band on your sleeve, but for view B, you don't have a band. It also looks like you're going to do bust darts as well for this. So I think the jacket with those satin pants would be so beautiful. And I really love how, and I'll put an image here of how they style this model. I think that this is a really nice take on this this really subtle classic quiet luxury trend that has been going on. So you see she's wearing a what looks to be kind of almost like a new jacquard jacket. I think it's maybe ivory. And then she is also wearing these really nice satin nude or ivory colored pants as well with a black turtleneck. So I think that that is really cute and I really love that. Okay, so let's take a look at the Burda Easy 5796. So this is a very easy pattern, super, super easy. So this is going to be for your sewers who probably don't have any type of experience at all. They're brand new to sewing. I love that they always throw one of these types of patterns in the collection because it shows that they are being mindful to those individuals who are learning how to sew. It is a jersey knit pattern, and you have an option to do a really nice drop shoulder, loose fitting jersey top, or you can do a drop shoulder loose fitting dress as well. So I like both options. The option with the young lady with the red dress, which is view A, you have elastic that you're putting in the sleeve, and view B, you're not putting elastic in the sleeve. I love the different fabric choices that they chose here so that you can actually see what you can do with the pattern. I forget what they call these types of fabrics here with the little hair going all throughout the fabric, but I absolutely love that and how they chose that for the model. I think they could have chosen a better pair of pants, but I do like that top. It's very cute. It completes her and her skin tone. I love how they have that there. And then the red dress is also really cute there as well. So let's look at this next pattern. This is the Burda Style 5792. So this one is for advanced beginners. And so this is going to be easy as well. So it's calling for jersey knit type fabrics, and you have two patterns in one. So you can make a top or a dress. Now, the description tells us that we have a midi dress that you can make with soft knit, sporty fabric, and you have a stand-up collar, and it has an open neckline, and you have a zipper on that that neckline. I like this, but it's not something that I think I would wear, but it does look pretty simple and easy to sew. Here's the Burda 5790. This is another easy pattern. So this is a jersey knit pattern as well. And you can sew 3 stylish and simple shirts with different variations. So you have a 3/4 length sleeve for one variation, a short sleeve for another variation, and a long sleeve. And it is kind of like a wraparound, stretchy type sweatshirt here. And you're going to be using sweatshirt fabrics for this one here. Again, this isn't something that I would be particularly interested in. It just doesn't, it's not a style that I would actually like to wear. So next we have the Burda Style 5784. So this is a pattern that is average, so it's rated for intermediate sewist. So what I like about this pattern is that you have 2 different patterns in one envelope again. So I really love that for the bodice of view, let's see here, that's view B. It's your wraparound, it's like your classic wraparound top type pattern. And so you do get that classic faux wrap dress look with that variation. And then for view B, this is a completely different variation here. This is a variation that has gathering on the neckline. You have a waistband that looks like it's going to be sewn like a belt on your garment there. So you do sew a midriff kind of in between your bodice and your skirt, and that midriff looks kind of like a belt, if you will. You have pleats that you're putting on your shoulder line, and then you have a high round neckline, and that is finished off with a band. You also have a band on your lower sleeve, and you're going to be putting pleats on the lower edge of your sleeve as well. You have darts in the front, so you have bust darts as well as waist darts in the front, and then you also have some darts in the back of the garment as well. I do like this pattern, and I believe I did pick this pattern up, and so I do like that you have 2 different variations in one envelope. I do like the model in the blue. I think that that blue is fantastic. I love the way that they styled her there. Not crazy about the fabric choice for the faux wrap dress there. However, like I said before, you see like this 70s theme all throughout this collection here, and that dress definitely reminds me of a 70s dress. So here's another example here. This is the Burda 5783, which is another dress and top pattern here. Again, if you look at the model in the pink that's wearing the dress, this is definitely a 70s vibe. I don't know if this is the type of fabric that I would have selected for this. However, it is a cute pattern. I like that it's simple in design. I think this one here, you have a forward shoulder. Let me look and see here. Yes, you have a slightly forward shoulder for your dress as well as your top. So it looks to be that you are going to just have one pattern, and it looks like you're going to either choose, if you want the top, you just select the shorter variation on your pattern. And if you want the dress, you just select the longer variation. So it looks like it's going to be on one pattern here. You do have a back yoke with some gathering on your lower back bodice there. And you have your sleeves are long sleeves with a cuff at the lower edge of the sleeve. And it looks like you're putting pleats on this garment as well. So it's very simple and easy. It is rated as average, but I think that it would be simple and easy for advanced beginners and intermediate sewists. So next we have the Burda Style 5782, which is another pattern for jersey knits. It is supposed to be for like a comfy fit, and I do like that. But this this whole tent dress thing that they have going on in the front, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan. This pleat that's down the center front of the garment, I don't really like that so much. Again, for the top variation, that also looks a little bit 70-ish to me as well. Okay, let's take a look at a few more here. I won't go into the kids or the loungewear or the, I think they have like a few athletic type things here. I'll just do a few more here and give you my overall thoughts of this collection here. So here we have next the Burda Style 5780. So this is another top pattern. I really wrestled with whether or not I wanted to get this pattern. I do think, again, this pattern has promise. It's just simple and easy. It's a simple tunic. You do have a sophisticated like neckline slit in the front. So I think that that's really nice. You can use satin materials with this and any type of silky type fabrics with this as well, including viscose and batiste and those types of fabrics. You do have like a lapel collar in the front, but there's no collar in the back. You do have a drop sleeve as well as bust darts. And you have the option of doing one variation with elastic at the lower edge of your sleeve and then the other one as a cuff. So it is a really simple, easy garment. And I like that you can use like silky type fabrics for it, but it kind of looks almost out of place. It looks like they created this elegant type style for something that looks to be a little bit more like it's supposed to be a comfortable type top. So I'm a little bit on the fence with that one. Next, we have the Burda Style 5777, which is an intermediate sewing pattern. I did purchase this pattern and I like that this pattern has raglan sleeves. I don't have a lot of dress patterns that have raglan sleeves. And so I really like that about the pattern, as well as the fact that you have a really nice V neckline. You have this A-line type skirt, which is really nice. You have darts in the front as well as on the back of the garment. You have the option to do an elastic belt, or you can do you could sew ties onto the garment and have ties on the dress as well. So I really like that. You are using a zipper for your closure for the back of the garment. And so you will be sewing a center back seam in the back. So I really do like that one. And I think that that would be really nice. If you like raglan sleeves or anything like that, I think that would be a really nice dress pattern to have. And then there's this Burda Style 5775, which is another intermediate pattern. And I did pick this one up because I am trying to sew a lot of button-up tops and tops that have collars and collar stands. I'm really trying to continue to advance in those types of techniques and really get them down. I'm not always the best at sewing collar stands, especially like on the inside of the collar stand. Sometimes I mess up a lot. And so I've been really trying to sew a lot of different patterns with collar stands and things of that nature. And so I did pick this one up here. You can sew two different blouses with this one. You have dramatic deep satin sleeves with ruffle sleeves. You also have a small collar on one of the blouses here for, let's see, view A. You have a button placket for view A, and then you have, I'm sorry, not a button placket. You do have buttons going down the center front of the garment, but it's not a placket attached to the garment. It looks like you're going to have a self placket thing there for view A. And then for view B, it's going to be a concealed button placket for that one. And then the types of fabrics you can use are cotton, viscose, and silk fabrics. So I really like that pattern. And then this last dress pattern, this is the Burda's 5767, which is a unique dress pattern. I did not purchase this one. It's just not my cup of tea here. It is a dress that has a wrap. So you do have a wrap bodice. You can do either a collar or you can do a collar stand for your neckline. It is an A-line dress, and you have what looks to be kind of like a midriff or something going on in the middle of the between the bodice and the skirt there. Maybe it's just the fabric that they chose. Again, this very wild 70s print just does not do the fabric justice, in my opinion. When you're presenting these patterns, I really like to see the details on the garment and what the garment has to offer, or what the pattern has to offer as a garment. And so I want to see those details, and it's really hard to see details when we pick fabrics like this. But that's my only worry with that. So those are my thoughts on the Burda Style 2024 Fall Collection. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and switch over and let you see some of the patterns that I have picked up. So here are a few patterns that I purchased. So in this haul, you'll see both Burda Style as well as Vogue patterns. So most of the Burda Style patterns are from the Fall 2024 collection. And since I just did a review and gave my thoughts on this collection, I won't go into detail and explain like the features of the pattern and all of that. I'll just simply go through each one of these patterns and just show you what I purchased and what I plan to do with these patterns. For the Vogue pattern, I'll give you a little bit more of a review and tell you what the patterns feature. Let's go ahead and start with this pattern here. This is the Burda Style 5775. So this is the shirt pattern. It comes in sizes 10 to 22. And I really love this variation here with the buttons and the stand-up band. I love that you have gathers on the sleeve head as well as on the lower sleeve, and you have a cuff. And so I've been really trying my hand at sewing different types of button shirts. And so I really wanted to try this one and see what this one has to offer. So that's why I picked that up. And I'll share with you a few fabrics here in a moment for some of these patterns. Next, I purchased this pattern here, which is the Burda Style 5777. It comes in sizes 10 to 22. And I purchased this because I want to make a few simple dresses. This is a very simple dress. It says that it is a 3 is supposed to be intermediate, but I really think that this would probably be really good for an advanced beginner as well. It doesn't look like it's too advanced. So I really like this, and I want to try my hand at that one. This one's kind of similar, but you don't have like the bodice and the skirt. They're not separated. I also like that you can make this as a top or a dress. I love the V neckline and the forward shoulder. I think, again, it's very simple. It's classified as intermediate, but I'm pretty sure that an advanced beginner can sew this. It looks really simple. I also picked up the Burda Style 5784, another intermediate pattern, and it comes in sizes 10 to 20. I love that you get 2 different variations here. So this is, your bodice is completely different. So this one is more of like a wrap, a faux wrap style here. And then this one is just your classic chic style dress here. I love that you have, I believe those are pleats, but I would probably put gathers in there. You do get pleats at the lower end as well, and I like that it gathers at the skirt as well. I also purchased this pattern here. This is the Burda Style 5823. Come in sizes 10 to 20. Again, you get a shirt and you can make a dress. So I really like this. This one came out in the previous collection. So I think this was the summer or the spring collection. So I really wanted to make this summer, but Burda never went on sale this summer. This is the first time that I'm seeing that they went on sale anyway. More than likely, I will be making that pretty soon, especially the top here. For Vogue, I purchased 3 patterns. So this was in the latest collection. So this was a part of the, I believe, the summer collection or the fall collection, I believe. And this is the Very Easy Vogue V2060s. So I really like that they're coming out with all these classic wrap dresses that are from DVF, and I'm just so excited to get a copy of this. I don't know when I'm going to make this, but I think Christmas would be a really nice time to make something like this. I like that you can wear this to the front or the back. So it's really nice in that you can choose whatever neckline you want for your front and your back. So I really like that. This is an older pattern. This is the Vogue V1944. Again, looking for different types of shirt patterns that I want to try this year. And I want to try this one because it has a drop shoulder. I don't know if you can see that here, but it has a drop shoulder. I really want to try that. I also like the skirt, and I was thinking about, I'll share with you the fabric that I'm thinking about using for this. I just recently made this beautiful Kelly green top, pussy bow top with the Butterick B6684 pattern. And I want to make a skirt to go with that. And I'll share with you my inspiration for that in a moment. And then lastly, I picked up this here. This is the Vogue V8777, which is another older pattern. And it is a button front shirt. And I'm thinking about doing one of these for the holidays this year. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick update in this video. I did go back and purchase a few more Burda patterns as I was doing my thoughts and impressions of the fall collection. I noticed a few patterns that I wanted to give a try, and so I went back and I purchased a few more patterns. And since today, being Wednesday, August 14th, is the last day for the Burda sale, I went ahead and took advantage of purchasing these 3 patterns here. So this first pattern is from a previous collection. This is the Burda Style 5921. It's an intermediate pattern. You get 2 patterns in one envelope. So view B here is featuring a shirt dress pattern that has a collar around the neckline. You also have a band that extends around the neckline and down into the front bodice and the front of the dress. So I really like that, and I want to give that a try. And you do have this faux wrap top as well that you can make with the pattern. So I decided to pick that up. And then here's that lovely Burda Style jacket that I gave my thoughts on. I just thought, hey, I'm going to go and get this because I really like the silhouette. I really like the way that they styled this here, and it shows that it has so much potential. So I went ahead and purchased a copy of this. And I am thinking about using a quilted material. I have 2 quilted materials that I had purchased from Joanne a couple years ago. And so I'm going to go ahead and use quilted material for that. And then I went ahead and picked up the Burda Style 5801, which are these pants here. And I would definitely do the variation without the pockets. But as I mentioned in my thoughts portion of the video, I like the fact that you have an elasticated waistband, but it's also elevated to include a button. So as you can see here, it's a button on the waistband. And then also you have a zipper in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a try. So that is my video for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all had a blessed and happy sewing week. And I hope that you can get some sewing done this week. And let me know in the comment section below what you're working on, and if you like any of these patterns mentioned in this video, and if you will be purchasing anything from the latest fall collection for Burda. Thank you all again, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.